Oh, hello? Oh my gosh, my voice is a little scratchy. Hold on, I gotta check if I can hear myself. Good morning, good morning. Do I hear anything? That's the question. Oh no, is it that delayed? I can't hear. Hello? Test. Okay, no, it's working. Okay. Bring it on in. Maybe. There I am. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy, I guess, Easter if you celebrate Easter. And if you're into gardening, happy 420. I saw someone post that today was pass. Well, no, puff, pass it over. And I couldn't help but giggle. That was funny to me. Not to be like offensive to anybody that strictly celebrates one or the other, but I found that pretty funny. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you all have been doing well. You have been eating well, drinking well, getting some rest if you need rest, and doing the things, yeah. But today, I thought we'd get back into playing some more another code or trace memory, whatever you want to call it. I'm playing the Switch version of it, and actually low-key playing the DS version on the side while in time with this. So like I'm only going through one chapter at a time as I'm playing the game. So last time we finished chapter 1, a little recap of that. Our name is Ashley. We got on a boat with our auntie. Ooh, what is our auntie's name? Is it Jackie? I think her name's Jackie. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember her name. Got on a boat, went to this mysterious island because we received a letter from our dad saying that the day before our 14th birthday that he wanted to meet us on said random island. And we get there, but he is not there. Well, he's supposed to be meeting us at like the main dock or something like that, but he's not there. So our auntie goes ahead first. She's like, all right, let me go see if he's like a little bit further away or is up there somewhere. She goes, but then she doesn't come back. We see her from we're at the bottom of the dock. If we can see her walking away with somebody, but we can't see who it is. So we leave the the captain of the boat. We go up to the top. We're locked out of a gate. Figure out a way to get through the gate. And then we hear our auntie scream, and she is gone. We don't know where she's at. We come across this graveyard and unlock a random ghost named D who has forgotten all of his memories too about how he died, why he's here, where he comes from. The only thing he can remember currently is that his dad used to live on this island, and somehow his dad died too. And the last thing we left off at was us unlocking the mansion, trying to get in, and that's where I stopped. So that's all we know. We don't know anything else. And we're gonna, I guess, dive in and see what's kind of going on. Because as far as we can tell, D, we don't know how he died, but we can suspect he died with something that has to do with all this weird thing that her dad is involved in. Her dad is like some type of like biogenetics scientist. I don't know. It's weird. But let's get into the gameplay. Let me go ahead and stop the music. Please don't stop the music. And I got the game up in the background. There we go. And let's get y'all on the play screen. Maybe. If I can pull my screen up. There we go. Continue. So we met with D. This is where we're at right here. Load data, yeah. Lawrence's mansion. know if Dee remembers what's the name of his dad. His dad used to live on this random island. So there's a couple of graveyards that have different names.
Hello?
Oh.
Is anyone in here?
No.
Oh. Jessica? Can you hear me?
Ooh, I call her Jackie. Her name's Jessica.
Come on, Jessica.
It was something with a J. I know to get it eventually.
I guess no one's here. But Jessica's got to be around here somewhere. She's probably with Dad.
Without her glasses?
Wait, Dee?
We are in the foyer. Alright. So let's see what all we can... Can I change my camera? There we go. What can I click on? Oh, wait. Hold on. No. Go back. There we go. I hate how slow she walks, so I'm honestly a person that needs to, like, make her run. No good. It won't open. Jessica! And let's turn this way. It's kind of empty down here. I just walked past the door. Or ran past the door. I should probably check that. No. None of these doors probably open anyway. But it never hurts to check. Because you never know what you're going to unlock. This door probably doesn't open either.
Dee,
it's
this door is open.
Oh, just kidding.
Dee? Are you coming?
Where he at though? Really? I can't explore without him? He's the one that disappeared on me. What's this vase? His face looks super expensive. Even thinking about touching it makes me nervous.
Huh?
It's not as dusty as I would have thought. Actually, it's super clean. Did someone just polish it? So there's somebody here. Clearly, we know that, but is there like a ghost house cleaner around here? Large face with an elaborate design. I'm low-key kind of tempted to take a picture of this, because sometimes these little... I don't have that many picture space though, I don't think. Let's see. How much space do I have? I can only take 10 pictures? That's dumb. Alright, if we actually need a picture, I'll come back and take one. But that's kind of seems to be the theme for this game, is the smallest little things you have to either memorize or take pictures of so that you can use it later. This is your father? Lawrence?
What a huge painting. Do you remember something about him?
Welcome.
Is that supposed to be your dad or your grandpa?
Huh. Who is this? There's a name.
Lawrence.
Lawrence Edward. Patriarch. So this is the guy that owned this place. Ashley, this man? He's my great-grandpa.
Ah, okay. That was like, he seemed a little too old to be his dad. Salad! Welcome on in. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. What you doing? What you getting into?
So you're part of the family that owned this house? The Edwards? Did you used to live here?
Didn't he say that? I swore he said something like that on the first chapter. She must not have been listening.
I came here with my father to visit my great-grandfather. He was very ill. And then...
he passed away. Oh.
That song.
Huh?
That's right. When we arrived.
You say you're doing good, waiting for lunch. Ooh, make plans to play Atlas Trials with Jada and some other streamer friends. Ooh, when are you? So you guys playing? Are you playing that today, or when are you planning on playing that? And what's for lunch? I actually need to get some groceries. Our fridge is literally like empty. I have nothing to eat, and I'm very sad about it. I'm so hungry. We just doing some streaming. And I gotta do some video recording later, but barbecue, yum. This barbecue is always good. What do we have with our barbecue? Like steak, chicken, a little veggie action. Around 3 p.m. EST, right? Yes. What time is that for me? I'll have to see. Right when we arrived.
I heard someone playing the loveliest song on the piano.
Is that what you're doing for your stream?
A piano?
Or are you
Let's
guys
look
just playing
around and
off
see if
stream?
we can find one. I'll come with you.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, I was partially paying attention. So there's a certain song with the piano that we're looking for. You need to check. You don't know what part of the cal is translated. I want to say, is it like in the head? Is it that what we're thinking? Some kind of decorative plate, I guess. It's too dirty to tell what's on it. Are we gonna have to? It's called the flank. You know what? Honestly, I don't know my parts of the cow very well. I know I've heard of flank steak, but do I actually know what part that is? I want to say, is that like a thigh? Hold on. What? Oh, it's the abdomen. Okay. Well, good old flank steak. And what else we having? So clearly we need to go into this room. We just couldn't go in here without him. Now, why is it so well lit in here? All the crystals and...
It's a piano.
He said, yeah, streaming session, no idea if it'll be the whole stream since today is Baldur's Sunday. Your favorite Baldur's game. And yeah, that's true. Meat is getting very expensive. I gotta figure out what we're gonna eat because groceries in general are expensive. D, what you got? What's on your mind about these?
Is this the piano you were talking about?
I think...
D?
Why is she gasping? It's a piano.
Hello. You must be the guest Papa told me about.
Oh? Is this his friend that calls him D?
Franny.
What?
I remember, Ashley. The person playing the piano, it was Franny.
So that Sunday I usually have is choripan. Is that how you say it? A chorizo sandwich.
Who's Franny?
Honestly, I've never actually had chorizo. I've like seen it, but never actually had it. Usually, only ever see people eat it for breakfast though.
A girl who used to live here.
She used to live here.
I'm not sure. It was Franny who used to call me Dee. This house is where we first became friends.
Yeah? That's great. I'm glad you remembered something. Forgetting all your friends sounds so sad.
Yeah. You're right.
But he don't really remember his own name. He just knows that he's called D. What does that stand for? Demarcus? Dimitri? David? Oop. There's a thick layer of dust on the keyboard. So here's really comments where you... It's what you get outside of stadiums after events. Ooh. Oop. Music stand. How do I... What are we doing? Are we supposed to be clicking on something? Does she want me to clear the dust off the keyboard? Up. Music stand for holding sheet music. This is kind of a weird point and click going on here. What exactly? Pedal, stool. What do you want me to do here? The drawing room? Oop, wait. No, there was another button to press. Keyboard. Click it. Is that all it's gonna keep telling me? Is that there's dust? That's not very helpful. Hold on, go in the backlog. What did he... Just that, he was just talking about his friend. Is there anything else we can do in here? Air around the table smells like cigarettes. Can I take this key? Someone must have been here. Could have been Dad? What about this key though? Can I have that?
There's a key.
Let's look for a place to use it.
You got a key. Can I take this lighter too?
What's wrong?
Someone was here. Did they leave the lighter on accident? They're gonna be really sad when they come back in here and there's no lighter. Yeah, it might be my dad's. But I really don't like the smell of cigarettes. Can we do anything with this ashtray? So many cigarettes. Is my dad a chain smoker or something? Why do you assume it's your dad? There might be somebody else here. Okay, we're clearly gonna need to light something on fire at some point. Ooh.
What's this?
It's an origami crane.
Origami?
It has a QR code on it though.
Yeah, it's made of paper. My mom would make these for me all the time when I was a baby. I don't really remember myself, but Jessica told me about it.
Huh.
But I wonder who made this one. Is the DAS reacting?
Pull out your switch. We gotta take a picture. You can read notes left on paper cranes. Scan the notes about daily life on the island, pointing the DAS at the DAS camera at the original cranes found around the mansion. You can read the notes from the messages menu on the DAS. Aight. Will something happen if I point my camera at the crane? Yes, that's what I'm trying to do, but you're not letting me move. Look around. There we go. So are we saving Casper? We don't know what we're doing with Casper, to be honest. I mean, I guess if you consider helping him figure out his memories, that's saving him, then yes. Right now we're in the mansion. He remembered, we saw a picture of this old man that was his great-grandfather. And then it spawned a memory of someone playing the piano, which we got into the piano room, and his little friend played the piano. That's all. That's kind of like basically it so far. What's this mean? You can read notes that you scan. What sorts of messages were left behind in the original cranes? Alright, let me read it. A week has passed since my clumsy hands took up a saw and hammer, but I finally completed my new stool. My measurements may have been a little off, but not bad for the first attempt. I'll take it to the cliff overlooking the sea next chance I get. It's a little wobbly. Oop, scroll down. It must be the ground that's uneven. Well, it's a nice feature sitting on the stool that I built myself. Looking out at the sea, my body is rocking in time with the sounds of the waves. The wobbling will help me keep at rhythm. I doubt I'll even notice it after a while. I'll get used to it in no time, but am I going too easy on it? I made this stool by hand, so maybe my judgment is clouded. What if Bill sat or someone sat on it? Would they have a different take? P.S. Sure, I worked on the stool in my spare time and developing another. What? But the fact remains, it took me an entire week to make a simple stool. In the realm of DIY, I'm clearly still a novice. Should the day come when I live with Ashley again, I'll have to really ramp up my woodworking skills. So this is our dad making this note. We're supposed to read about these characters, but most of the time that doesn't really say anything different than what we have already read. So we're just gonna leave this crane here. Anything else we can look around in here? There's another door. Can we unlock it?
Huh?
All done searching this room. I should check out another. But can I use my key on that door? What?
Something wrong?
Jessica isn't here either. Where could she be?
Alright, let's start checking this key on the other doors. Key attached to the chain of a bear and its child. The small bell makes a nice jingling sound when it's shaken. Oh, I forgot I had two keys? Wait a minute. Where did I get this key from? I already forgot. Not gonna lie. Let's see if I can use this key though. Why not? Use this one. No. Well, D, you can literally... No, actually he can't pass through doors. We already found that out in the first chapter.
Oh, good, huh?
Does this have a lock on it? You can't just tell me no good and we can't use a key. I'm gonna try. You're lying to me, game. I know you are. There's only so many doors we can... Did we... Is that the piano room? Or is that the front door? Did it say it's locked? Yep, alright. This is where we can try a key. You. We're gonna try you first. Why not? Okay, this one. No. Dang. Can she at least look at the door? Tell me what kind of key needs to be used? back upstairs because that's not gonna help us any. Great grandfather. Anything else up here? Another locked door. Oop.
Huh?
This door is also locked. So let's see if any of our keys work here. Doesn't look like this key will do the trick. Then the little key with the bears on it. What? What am I missing here? That door doesn't open. The only door we can get into is the piano room. We are missing something significant here.
No good, huh?
Or we're missing another key somewhere. Do I need to go back outside? Oop, nope. Is there a secret door underneath the stair?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, so we can't even leave. Bro. Alright, back into the piano room since we're getting no luck there. Can I just try the key in here?
No good, huh?
That door upstairs was the only one that said that we could even try a key on. Is there another door in here? It's a really nice fireplace, but it's now old and worn down. This might be where we need to light something on fire at some point. Ooh. Her dad talked about a stool. Broken! Welcome on in! Happy Sunday! Broken, honestly, you haven't missed too much. We got into the mansion, we went upstairs, and there's this big giant picture of an old man, which Dee says is his great-grandfather, and that was the reason why he and his dad came to this island, was to come visit him because he was ill. And then he remembered something about somebody playing something on the piano, so then we found this piano room, and he remembers that the person playing on the piano was his friend Franny. And then we found this random crane, which allows our little Switch console thing can take pictures of to like read notes. And it's a note of our dad making like a stool of some sort. And how he says he needs to practice more for when he goes back to see us. And that's about it. I found this key and I found a lighter on this table. But the key doesn't seem to unlock anything so far. And there's all these rooms that we can't get into. So I'm trying to see what other clues I'm missing to try to open the door. Because I have 2 keys and neither of the keys work. Solid, yes. That's long story short. Yes, Casper knows nothing. Must be the president or something. I don't know. Something like that. So we're kind of not really stuck, just kind of trying to figure out what I need to prompt to get this game to move forward, because I can't leave. It won't let me go back outside. So I'm stuck in here until further notice. I thought maybe he was talking about making a stool, so I wonder if he made the stool, but I can't even click on it. But clearly, the game wants me to do something with this piano, because why else would I be able to click on it? Can I use... What can I use? What item can I use? Nothing. I don't have anything I can use here. Play chopsticks. Ah, what is that song? Is it by it's really it sounds complicated when you play on the piano, but it's actually really easy. It's like just 3 keys that you're playing over and over again. I think it Clocks. Is that the name of the song? I think it's called Clocks. But it's literally just 3 keys that you're with your right hand you're playing it one way, and then the left hand you're playing the opposite way. Hold on, let me look it up. I think it's Clocks by Coldplay. Yep, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, that song. I can play that song on the piano. It's been a while since I've touched the piano, but I can play that song. At one point, I was in a jazz band in like middle school. And I don't know whose idea it was for middle schoolers to play Tequila. But oh well, that's what our band instructor wanted us to play. So I could play Tequila on the piano. That part. Let's see. She keeps saying stuff about these faces. Thank you, Salad. Thank you. Oop, did I actually... I didn't go into this door. I didn't actually see this one. This might be where we can unlock something.
Huh.
Please let this be the spot we can use our key. You used the key. Thank you. Yes. Alright, open up the door. Ooh. Other thing that she's noticed broken is like, okay, someone's...
It's a hallway.
Oh, hold on.
Looks like it leads to more rooms.
Outside of those random like ashtray of cigarettes, she's like, oh, somebody has to be here because there's cigarettes, there's a lighter. The vases that we've been looking at, they're not dusty. It's like someone's been coming around and dusting them off or polishing them. So it's clearly there's somebody in here, and we are, as the player in the audience, we know there's somebody here, but it's the character herself finally realizing that there's somebody else here.
If only there was some way of knowing where Jessica is. But I guess we'll just have to search the rooms one by one.
East Wing hallway. Some rich people. Why does she laugh at the vase? What is funny about that? It's hard to see in the dark, but I like the pattern on this vase. Why is a pattern funny? Do I need to take pictures of these doors? I only have so much space. Dad should have gave us a switch with more space.
Franny.
Franny?
Huh?
This was Franny's room.
Oh, wow. Really?
Ashley, open this door. I feel like I'm about to remember something.
Got it. But I wonder if it's... Yep. Locked.
That's alright, we have a key. And I'm sure this belongs to her.
Hmm?
Just kidding, I lied. Do you have to find a different key now? Yeah. So, let's see what other keys we can find. They have a real obsession with hummingbirds around here. So her room has a... What is that? It's not a daffodil. Some type of poofy flower. And whose room is this? A bird with a golden sprout and its beak adorns this door.
D.
Do you know whose room this is?
No.
It's locked. It won't open up. Well, I am going to try every single key on these rooms until one of them opens.
Hmm?
I don't like how slowly this camera turns. I didn't miss anything else. There's some windows. Windows too fogged up to get a good look at the view. There's some stairs. What room is this? The courtyard is past here.
Oh, good, huh?
I'm just gonna assume we can't open any of those doors if she doesn't say there's a lock involved. Ooh. God, this camera is awful. Turn. So many doors. Oh, just a random open door? Ooh. An art studio. Oop, is that Franny?
So many paintings.
But no Jessica.
Dee? Did you remember something?
Look at all these paintings. Hold on, sorry guys. I gotta turn the air off because I don't know if you can hear it, but it's kind of loud. It's like right next to this room. Once my phone turns back on, because it kind of died.
Huh.
There's a lot of canvases here. They're all faded. Is there anything hidden in these canvases though? That is the real question. Nothing hidden there. Anything hidden on...
Hey.
D, what's this? What's... Huh? What's he up to? He can't take his eyes off that portrait. That's his bestie. His best friend. There's an old sketch of a young girl on the easel.
What is it?
Oop, not my phone being loud. 1 second here. It's probably gonna get really hot once I turn this doggone air off, but actually it's already hot. Okay. She looks kind of like the Annie.
Want to see a picture that Papa drew? I'll show you, but it'll be our secret, okay, Dee?
Like the girl that plays like Annie in that not the more recent, like the older
It's Franny.
movie.
Huh?
Ashley, it's Franny. Uncle Henry drew this.
Who's Uncle Henry?
Uncle Henry?
Yeah, Franny's papa.
So Franny's dad is Henry, and the kid in this picture is Franny.
But it's a little rough, so it's hard to be sure.
Franny grabbed my hand and pulled me into this room. She showed this to me and said that her dad was a great artist. She said she asked him to draw a picture of me, too. After that, we went into the yard. There was a puppy.
Huh.
So Franny is your cousin.
Seeing Dee so happy, talking about his memories with Franny, it's a little, well, weird. Dee was with Franny, the girl in this old drawing. And that same boy is here with me. Right now.
I mean, he's not alive though. Is the little girl like dead too? I wonder if she made it out alive.
What?
Is this an easel? Looks like an even more cobwebbed than the other stuff. Is there anything we can grab? Any keys? Any items? Oh,
Dee, look.
What is it?
You can see
Ooh.
the ocean. It's so pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jessica and I came here on a boat. Maybe you and your dad.
Came by boat as well.
Well, how else would you
Could
get
be.
here?
You'd have to, right? When I first saw the island from the boat, I felt something.
What did you feel?
I didn't get it at the time, but I think I do now. At least a little.
What is it?
It's about meeting my dad. I just kept thinking, what do I do if he's a jerk?
Are you scared of that?
Maybe. A little.
What? What does that have to do with anything in the boat? And honestly, common sense says you're on an island. How else would you get here? Private helicopter? Plane? Like, there's nowhere to properly land that. Such a beautiful piece, and it's all covered in spiderwebs. Sad, really. Easel holds an elaborate painting. I can't see the painting. She got too close. Yeah, well, seriously, like, Brooklyn, like, what does that mean? She went into a tangent, like, went from talking about boats to talking about fearful of being her dad being a jerk. Like, what does that have to do? One of those have to do with the other. Top of a dresser. We need to grab something from here. This notepad, perhaps? Bill coming? There's a notepad on the dresser. This notepad looks new. I wonder if it's my dad's.
Hey,
Not everything is your dad's here, ma'am. Clearly, Dee just said this is his uncle's painting studio. 8:15 Bill is coming.
who?
Who's Bill? No clue. Maybe a friend of my dad's? There's something else written here too. Looks like some notes have been jotted down. Shopping list for Bill. Chocolate and potato chips. What? Is it what? For cafe au lait. I don't know what word that is. Man healing? Man healing? Apple soda.
Dad.
My dad likes chocolate too. Should we take a picture of this? Actually, we don't know what we Bill, we just know 8:15 Bill is coming. I don't think we're gonna get a good picture of that. Can I click on anything else? This might be the point where maybe playing on handheld is a little bit better, because it seems a little wonky trying to click on stuff. No, is that the only thing we can click on? This is for oil painting. It's completely hardened now. Anything else we can look at? Bill is coming. Somebody named Bill that we were supposed to be... Oh? Is that us? There's a drawing on this table.
Huh. This paper looks new. I wonder who the girl is. Maybe it's Franny?
That's not Franny.
No, I don't think so. This girl, she looks a little like you.
Huh?
The far left does. I don't know about the other ones though.
Wait. Did my dad draw this picture of me?
What's wrong? Aren't you happy?
Does he
Oop.
think I look like this? Well, it's not very accurate. Oh no.
What is it?
What if Dad doesn't even recognize me?
Your hair hasn't changed since you were a baby. I think he will recognize you. Chocolate. There's some chocolate on the silver plate. It's partially eaten, but by who? I feel like I've seen this before. The chocolate's been sitting here for that long?
Nuh-uh.
No, the plate. The silver plate was... someone treasured it. Ugh, no good. I can't remember. Scribbles. Although that's not what I clicked on. I clicked on the cup. Is she gonna do anything with this drawing? No. Oh, here we go. This is what I need. Down here. There's a document in the bag.
What's this?
Another part of your dad's research. Research into another.
What?
Author Richard Robbins and Sayoko Robbins. This is the research paper my parents wrote. It's just the cover page though. Someone must have taken the rest of the pages, but why? Isn't that like the second cover page we found so far? Is there any hidden... I think last time we found a key in like a stool. Alright, let's look at... nothing to the left. Nothing to the right. I like how flat this chocolate looks. It's like thin piece of paper. Look at that. And let me open up my DOS. Where is the... or is that in our satchel? Because there was another piece of paper we picked up last chapter. Oops, I didn't mean to actually use it. I wanted to look at it. Alright, nothing on it. Can I zoom? Oh, there we go. Anything on here? Nothing. I feel like that's gonna come in handy at some point to be able to zoom. Actually, you need to look at everything. There might be some words written on here somewhere. Oh, wait. B-E. Bill? Did she react? She won't react to that? Bill Edwards? Is that his last name? Wasn't there somebody named William? Okay, I didn't know this for the longest time until like way later, but Bill is like a short like a nickname for William. Was there not a William? Let me look at my on the tombstones. Henry Lawrence. Oh, I was way off. Never mind. There's no William. Oop, but I wanted to keep looking at the items though. Key for E for Edwards. Jessica's glasses. Does she have anything on these glasses? Like any fingerprints? Nothing, just a plain old pair of glasses. And these keys. There's an L and a J? What does the L stand for? Lawrence? Ooh, wait. No, but they're a whole different age. I was gonna say like Lawrence and Jessica, but I think they're in a whole different age, kind of like era. Alright, we found that document. That's about it. Is there anything else in here we can potentially see or find? If not, we're gonna get out of here. Oop, wait, up here. Rags and paper inside drawing supplies, I suppose. Sorting shelf with extra rags and paper. Nothing looks particularly useful. We might need a rag though for the piano because you for some reason refuse to touch it without it being dusted. Anything else we can look at here? No. A bucket. This shelf is huge, or she's just kind of small. Cleaning supplies. So what about this stuff? None. Alright, well. Let me check my last thing in here, because it keeps dinging at me. Go up, Franny, and then great-great-grandpa's over here. I've only seen him in the painting, but he looks a little scary. He's getting his portrait painted. Why do you look so angry about it? Why didn't you ask the artist to ask him to smile? Because they always look serious in those kind of things. So this is our tree. Alright, let's get out of this room, because I think that's all we can get out of it. Ooh. Hello? Okay, that's the door we just came in out of. Wow, I really gotta stop pressing buttons. Does this door open at all? There's that silver plate again.
What do you think this room was for?
You're not gonna answer our question? I want to say this is probably like a butler's quarters or something. Teapot and teacup on the table.
D?
What's wrong, D? I feel like I've seen this cup before. We've got a drawer that's just hanging out. That's a briefcase? There's gotta be something in here. Oh, I guess not. Desk. Ooh. An old album. There's an old album full of photos. Are we gonna look at them? Master Henry and Thomas are growing up in a good health. So Henry and Thomas are the brothers, because he said Uncle Henry. Thomas must be his dad, and then what was the last name? Lawrence is the grandpa. Okay, they're practically inseparable. They make quite the pair. Master Henry is a kind-hearted big brother and always looking after young Master Thomas. August 1932, the two play in a sports tournament. Master Henry is so wise and strong, Master Thomas sweet and honest. The sound of laughter is even present around these bright and exuberant boys. I'm sure Mr. Edward is indescribably proud of their group. That's a big word for Elmo. I can't say it. September 1934, portraits of the two. While Master Henry pursues art, Master Thomas aims to be a writer. The pair have grown into fine young men, and Mr. Edward is truly hoping from the bottom of his heart that they achieve the lives they so desire. Alright, so we got some pictures of Uncle and the dad. There's some silver tableware in the drawer. Wow, is this real silver? These must be antiques or something.
Oh.
That plate.
D?
What is it, D? I can't be sure, but I just feel like this plate is somehow precious. Precious? Well, he did say in the other room that somebody likes these plates. So either your dad or your cousin friend likes these plates. Nothing in this drawer. Can I open the other one? Nothing in that drawer. These books. This lamp, nothing. No, I don't want to read it again. I was trying to close the drawer, but I think I just have to back up. She's just gonna leave the drawer open? Alright, girl. You do you.
Amazing.
So many books. Pretty impressive if anyone read them all. Back in a time when there was no internet and you had to read for all your information. There are different types of books on the bookshelf. But what are all these pails and brooms for in these rooms? Coat rack. What do we got here? Side table with the book. Guess the book was bedtime reading. Anything in the bed?
Huh.
Neatly made. Whoever slept here kept things nice. Window. Nothing in here really outside of this silver plate that he's excited about and a teacup. Oop, wait. There's a locked armoire? Is that what we call it? Just a totally empty wardrobe. Can we... Is this... Who is this? This portrait on the wall.
Who's this?
Grandfather or... Dad?
You mustn't enter my quarters at your whim.
Something the matter?
I just remembered something. This was Wells's room.
Wells?
Wells?
He was the butler of this mansion.
Okay, so I was right. It's a butler's quarter.
He found me in here once and said to me, "Butlers safeguard all manner of important items for the people of their houses. So you mustn't enter my quarters at your whim."
I wonder what sort of important items he was looking after.
Well, clearly there was a safe in here at one point, and it doesn't seem like it's in here anymore.
It was keys. Wells held every key for the mansion.
They might be helpful for finding Jessica.
Let's look around for them.
Ooh,
Damn, you hit the spot.
Old
Taste
school.
like candy, sweet like fruit, ooh, wet like water. Can I love on you?
thank you so much for the hydrate. I really did need a drink because my throat is very dry. Welcome on in, old school. Happy Sunday. Oh my gosh, my voice, where'd it go? I hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. How's your day going thus far? Are you guys doing anything for the Easter holiday? Any Easter shenanigans? I'm doing alright. Just a little, I guess a little dehydrated. My voice just cracked right now. But how are you? Alright, he has a... Okay, no, what? Did I miss this safe when I came in the first time? Maybe I just didn't see it, because she's so tunnel vision when she looks at things. Silver tableware is displayed on the wall-mounted shelves. The silver tableware is old but pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Wells really cherished these. He kept them polished so you could see your reflection. But now they're tarnished. He said, "I'm getting my BBQ later if the sky clears up a bit. Mainstream, but nothing too much." Solid is also eating some barbecue today as well. It's something about just Sundays is like perfect day for like barbecue. Honestly, I really wanted some like some nice barbecue, like on the grilled chicken, some greens, some cornbread. All that sounds really good right now, but a lot of effort to cook. And I don't know, I don't have like a grill. We have a grill like, you know, as part of like the rent, like, you know, at our apartment complex, but I don't know, I always feel a little weird about using those kind of things. And I think the ones that they offer here are gas, or actually I'm not really sure what kind they are. They might be charcoal. I might still have to provide my own stuff. I don't have any grilling stuff anyway. They provide the grills, but you have to still like provide your own things.
That's weird.
It's raining. No. Honestly, it looks kind of gloomy outside over here too. It might rain. It actually, the weather here has been so weird. It had snowed on like wee hours of Friday morning, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's sunny again, like nothing happened.
Hey.
There are 4 plates the last time I saw them. It's important to keep all the plates together. I remember well saying that. 4 important plates, huh? So we need to, can I take this plate then, since that plate is important? So thankful, he said, I'm thankful for my uncle, the one that does the barbecue, has a roofed grill. Ooh, he's fancy. Crazy weather. Yeah, seriously, I don't know what's going on, but I don't know why it goes like literally before that. It was, I swear, it had gotten up to almost like 80 degrees. It was hot, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, I should say. It was hot, and then it just randomly decided to drop, and then it snowed, and then yesterday it was like in the 50s, 60s. It was really nice and sunny, but there was like this cold like wind that came through. So without the wind it would have been nice, but with it, it's just too cold. And now today it looks gloomy, like it wants to either rain or potentially snow again.
Yeah.
All right, that's one of Will's silver plates. So we're gonna have to play collect the plates.
All right.
I should put it back where it belongs. So we saw another plate in the art room, so we have to go back in there and get that. Because I feel like that's going to unlock something, or it's gonna give us a key.
All right.
Oh, do I need all the plates first to do this? Like, I had to put them in a certain order? Or can I just put the plates up there?
Wow.
The pedestal came down. There must be some sort of mechanism. I put the plate on the shelf. We have on the shelf, but I guess we don't have them all. Where are the other 2 plates? Well, okay, we know where one of them are at. We have to go find the other one. So this is either going to help us unlock this safe somehow, which I think is going to trigger something in this fireplace. That's what I'm kind of feeling like is going to happen. But old school, what do you guys, if you are gonna barbecue, what are you gonna have? There's a sturdy looking safe.
Hey.
A safe this sturdy has to be protecting something important. The keys, clearly. Do you think you can get it open? Let's see.
No good, huh?
Nope, it's locked tight. Well, I hope there's a clue somewhere around here. Where's the where's Shantae? I don't know who you're talking about. Who's Shantae? All this tableware is glass or china, no silver. So let's go leave this room, come back with the plate, and then I'm assuming the last plate is in the last room. Right? Let's see, go back this way. I don't have a command for that, old school. Here, I can do this for you though. Let's see. It's put this, spam these in the chat. So what you're telling me is I probably need to figure out something for that. Let's grab this silver plate. I don't care about that. I want the plate.
All right.
Oh, there's a picture. I should put it back where it belongs. There's something. Picture was left under the silver plate.
This is...
You and your mom.
That's... She's...
Hurry, Ashley. Hide.
Right. I remember who said that. It was Mom.
The woman in the photo is your mother? That must mean the baby is...
Yeah. It's me. This must be Dad's photo.
Photo of mom. Well, is he gonna be vastly disappointed that your hair has not changed since you were a baby? Okay, let's get back into Wells' room and put this plate there. Oh. I thought I heard the door open. That was kind of low-key, kind of creepy. But it could have just been closing after we went inside. Alright, we have another plate.
All right.
But my question is, what order are these plates supposed to go in? Because I haven't actually seen anything that says we have to put them a certain way. Small with a picture of a baby bird on it, and it's on this and the art studio with the happy and chocolate. Yes, I know. We need to find them all. I just wanted to put that down real quick. So let's go into the last room. Ooh. Am I walking the right way? This camera! Scoot back. Get out the picture, girl. Okay, this is the last room. Let's go up in here. What? Does this lead to a room with the piano in it?
Oh.
I can unlock it. Door is unlocked. Oh, we really are back in the piano. That's not where I wanted to be, though. Oh, there's the last plate in here, isn't it? Or this is an ashtray. Boo, that's not where I wanted to be. But I'm pretty sure this is the plate we need. The air around the table smells like cigarettes. Click it.
Ashley.
There's something about this ashtray. What about it?
Hey.
Try brushing it off. Sure. Okay. Brushing away the cigarette butts and ashes reveal the beautiful bird in relief.
Oh.
Wow, what's this? I thought so. This ashtray is from the butler's room. It's a platter with a flying bird. So we can sneak our way back this way. Into this room, please. Thank you. And then go back right into the butler's room. But what is this gonna give us?
All right.
Okay, let's put our last plate down. Oh, this is a big plate. Oh, I was completely wrong. I thought it was something was gonna come out of the fireplace.
What? This was some sort of puzzle all along?
Look, there's something in there.
A map? So I wonder if I would have put the plates down any other way, if it still would have done the same thing, or if I accidentally put them in the right order. Wonder what's inside. What's this? Is this a map of the mansion?
Huh. What?
There's something written on the space for this room. Try looking at the map with the L button when you're lost. There may be a hint hidden somewhere. Alright, it's empty now. That's all we got was a map.
How about this?
I should make notes of the interesting things I find. Oh. Can she zoom in a bit? There we go. We have an art studio. What does the numbers mean? R17L1, R7L20. The foyer, we got 3 locked rooms. But what do the numbers mean? Don't have anything to...
Hey. D.
No.
Doesn't know the combination. Do you think Wells left it somewhere? Okay, so we do... Oh! The map. Duh. I'm like, what are these numbers? Okay, I actually need to pull up the map. Can I go back? And I'm gonna have to write that down, because I have short memory. But how she figured that out? Where she didn't find anything for that. Or we didn't find anything for that. R17L1. So R17L1. R7L20. Got it. Let's go back and look at the safe.
Ashley.
So R17. 17. L1. Oh, too far. L1. Does that mess it up though? And then R7. I have to turn it all the way this way? No, keep going. 7 and then L20. Ah, too far. Did that work? No good. It must be the wrong combination.
How about...
I found the clue. I just think I messed up. And I'm like blocking part of my screen.
Ashley.
Hold on. Let me pull up the rest of the screen so I can see. Album, cancel. So we gotta get it right on the money. R17. Does that... Can I press something to make it sure that it locks in that? R17. L1. R7. Ah, but it stops too fast. Dang it. Okay. You to cancel.
How... Ashley.
What does DR do? Oh, I don't need that. That's not what I wanted. R17. L1. R7. And then L20. Aha! There we go. So I did have to get it exactly.
Got it. The safe is unlocked.
Well done, Ashley.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
This is...
His diary.
Yes, a key. 2 keys. Now we can get into those locked rooms.
A flower key. And a 3-leaf clover.
What's this notebook?
Wells must have written it.
In 1916, we finally learned of Master Leonard's whereabouts, but it's too late. He had already succumbed to the epidemic. It has been decided that Mr. Edward will take in the 2 children he left behind. Mr. Edward has ordered new rooms to be prepared for the young children. Man, why am I always blocking it? He calls the rooms the Golden Bird Room and the Silver Bird Room. Oh. Is that as far as that goes? 1930. The 2 boys have long since outgrown me. They are now strapping young men. The masters Thomas and Henry have entered the same university. Master Henry is so wise and strong. Master Thomas, sweet and honest. I'm sure Mr. Edward is I cannot say this word. Proud of their growth. Now there is no longer concern about finding a successor. 1936. Masters Henry and Thomas both marry. 1943, the dreaded day has finally come. Masters Henry and Thomas are both headed to the battlefield. The war has intensified and both young men were called to the front lines. And when I think about how Mr. Edward must feel, I am speechless. I can only pray for their safety. September 1945, the long-awaited day has arrived. Both young masters have come home. The joy I feel for them return alive. The joy I feel to have them return alive is unparalleled. Their return, however, bearing grave wounds to the body and soul. Master Henry locks himself in the art studio, gazing endlessly at the pieces he once painted, and even struggles with daily matters such as eating. Mr. Edward has keenly observed that help is needed and has arranged for Henry to stay on the island with his family. After staying with us for several days, Master Thomas returned to his home on the mainland. He conducted himself with his customary positive manner, but I could sense something, a little dark cloud in his countenance. I cannot possibly understand their feelings, but I pray they can rest and become well soon. 1946, Mr. Edward prepared his last will and testament. 1948, Master Edward has taken ill. What have I done? If only I had written that letter and called them to the island, but no matter how I repent, those days will never return. It's all my doing. The fault is mine alone, but perhaps one day a descendant of the Edward family will return. Should that happen, I will leave a set of blueprints in my drawer. I hope that they are found and provide some use. I pray that the souls of Mr. Edward and others rest peacefully for eternity.
This Mr. Edward must have been your great-grandfather, Dee.
You're probably right.
Henry and Thomas. If they were brothers and they were Lawrence's grandchildren. Dee, you all right?
Henry, enough already.
What are you trying to say, Thomas?
So the 2 brothers got in a fight and one of them ended up dead?
I just remembered something. Back then, Uncle Henry called my father Thomas.
Thomas? Your father's name is Thomas! Dee, that's great! You remembered your dad!
Not so great, because I think your uncle killed him.
Franny's father is Henry, Dee's father is Thomas, and Henry and Thomas were brothers. They died on this island in the same year. I wonder what happened.
They probably... So, I feel like they both had some kind of, like, trauma from fighting in the war, and it sounds like Uncle Henry let that trauma succumb him. So he probably got really angry and I don't know. Supposedly in the beginning, Dee saw his dad get shot. So I think that maybe that person was Uncle Henry, and then he self-exited himself too because he couldn't handle the guilt of killing his brother and dealing with all what he saw in war. That's my guess.
Dee looks so upset. He's probably wondering the same thing.
Is there anything else in that safe we can take though?
Wells.
I don't want to look at the diary again. I wanted to look in these drawers that he had. Oh, there's a crane. How did I miss that?
Huh.
Girl, you don't see the crane there? Bring out your little camera. Oop. Down. There we go. Lawrence Edward, the patriarch scanned. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Seems that the late patriarch of the mansion, Lawrence Edward, was deeply distrusting man. He found gold on the desolate island and grew the company he established in the span of a single generation. He seems to have viewed everyone who approached him as a thief who wanted only his money. So much that they forbade anyone outside the family from entering the mansion. What's more, he took measures to guard his property from intruders by placing mechanisms all over the mansion. I believe his trust of others had a negative impact on his family as well. There is, for some reason, not a single mention of his wife anywhere in the mansion. There's not even a trace of a grave belonging to her in the graveyard. I have no real evidence to suggest that, but my theory is Lawrence's wife fell out of love with him. This man who cast suspicion on everyone and left the island for good after having his child. Lawrence Edwards, reverse. Lawrence's reward for amassing such a vast wealth was to be tortured by the distrust of others, leaving him lonely, and who had lost the love of his family. However, it appears he was able to keep his heart open to at least one person, the butler who served his family. And judging from the journal in the butler's room, it seems it was a mutual and unwavering loyalty. So what the heck happened to... So this is that was his great-grandfather. What happened to the actual, like, father and mother of the children of, like... What happened to Dee's actual grandpa? So this is his great-grandpa. But where's his actual grandpa and grandmother? And... that is true. We have yet to see anything about a spouse, wife, anything around here. It's only just the great-grandpa and his two grandsons. But where's the rest of the family? Got some books on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
I just remembered, Ashley, I drank tea from this cup before. When I first came to the mansion, Wells made milk tea. Oh yeah, and he served it with some chocolate cake.
Huh.
Oh, I love chocolate cake, and I'm getting jealous and hungry. Oh, really? Alright, well, we need to go to the... He called it the flower room and the silver room? Well, there's two rooms upstairs that we couldn't get into. Let's get out of here.
Hey.
Let's use the key we got from the safe to get into Franny's room.
Yeah.
Right, her room is on the second floor, isn't it? I guess that takes the mystery out of that. I was gonna go mess around with the keys again, but he just told me where the keys go. Let's go run up the stairs. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ah, this camera! Turn. Turn that way. Her room is at the very end. Oh, wait. This one. Bird with the flower adorns So we can use which key? The fire key?
Yes, it opened. Now we can look in Franny's room. Maybe you'll remember something else, Dee.
Yes.
Open up. Oh. I don't know, it's still weird to me, like, he said that Franny's her friend. It's cool that's her friend, but also that is your cousin.
Dee?
So why won't you also say that's your cousin?
This is it, Ashley. This is Franny's room. This is where we play together.
And it looks like I had a low table like this when I was little. It was great for drawing or playing house. But what's the book on the table? I don't care about the table necessarily.
Oh man, what a cute teddy bear.
That was Franny's favorite.
These vintage bears are cool.
Ooh, I didn't mean to cut him off. My bad.
Suddenly I remembered that night. The one from my dreams. That night, on the table, there was a cake with candles and a bear with a red ribbon.
Here you go, Ashley. This is a present from Daddy.
Yeah, that's what Mom said. But Dad wasn't there. Where was he that night?
Your dad's been
Ashley?
not really involved in your life the whole time, basically.
What's wrong?
Dee, I remembered something too. When I saw the bear, my mom...
Your mother?
Yeah. I barely remember anything about her. But sometimes I have this dream. I feel like it ends in the middle, though. Like there's more to it. Huh. That reminds me of something Jessica said. She told me that if I meet my dad, I'll also learn about my mom.
Is that why you came here to see him?
Maybe.
So, for those who don't know, supposedly our mom is dead, but we don't really know because we thought our dad was dead too, but he's been alive this whole time and has been a deadbeat dad. Hasn't been involved in our lives. Why am I stuck here? There we go. A box of building blocks.
Huh.
There are all sorts of shapes in here. Where were these Frannies?
Huh.
Is that something beneath all the blocks? Yes, that's exactly what I was looking at. What is this? I had to take the blocks out one by one. A doll sits in a box meant for building blocks.
What's with this doll? Its right arm is missing.
Really?
Yeah, I guess it broke off.
I'm sorry if y'all can hear this train. The train's so loud.
Look at this doll.
I just remembered something.
What is it?
Franny made this doll.
Wow, she made this herself? Pretty impressive. The missing piece must be around here somewhere.
I don't think this doll is broken. I think it's supposed to be missing its right arm. This is a doll of Franny's father.
Oh no.
And?
And Franny's father was missing his right arm.
Really?
But what are we supposed to do with the doll? Nothing. Clearly the doll goes somewhere around here. Oop, maybe right here. Here we go. There's a shelf decorated with dolls.
Hey, Dee, take a look at this doll.
It's Franny's. She made it to look like herself.
So this one is supposed to be Franny.
Yes.
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
I remember something Franny said.
Dee, these dolls have to be nice to each other.
She's missing another doll. There's supposed to be 3?
If they get along, then
Then what?
Sorry. That's all I remember.
The dolls need to get along? What does that mean?
Then you unlock this weird little box that they're sitting on. Now, the other thing is, the doll she's holding on to looks way bigger than the dolls that are sitting here. There's a space that looks like it could be held for a doll. Same here too.
Hey.
Check this out. There's a drawer. Let's see if we can open it.
Yeah.
No, clearly not, because I'm pretty sure that the dolls are going to unlock the door. It won't open. So we need to find 2 dolls. There's a space that looks like it could hold a doll. Can I put one of the dolls here? Maybe I'll put this doll here. So we need to find one more doll, and I'm assuming it's gonna be one of her mom, because they don't talk about anybody's mom besides our mother. I wonder if there's something behind it. Nothing behind the book. Nothing behind there either. There's gotta be a doll hidden somewhere behind these books. This last one maybe? Oh, just a crane. Boo. I can just... The heck? How do I... R to look around. There's clearly a crane right there. How do I can't reverse the camera. It won't let me scoot over. Do I have to click on it first? Bree! Welcome on in. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. Happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. Happy gardening day if you participate in the 420 activities. But welcome on in. How are you? Do you have any plans today? Any barbecuing? Any Easter hunting activities for you and baby girl? There's a child. Child's bed looks pretty
The blanket's
old.
color is faded. A little girl used to sleep here. Oh. Hey, Dee. What was Franny like?
Well, I guess she was mostly sweet, but she could be a little sassy.
like most little girls.
She was real easy to make laugh, but real easy to make cry too. And
You said I'm not doing anything. We did a small Easter egg hunt at the house and trying to save for her birthday. Oh, that's right. Birthday turn up. I bet she's excited for that. I keep seeing videos of people like their parents making them an adult, at least oh my gosh, I can't say words. Adult Easter basket. And low key, I feel like I'd be happy if I got one of those. Because that, or I keep seeing videos of people like doing Easter egg hunts for their pets, and it's really cute. The big 5. That's right, because you said she's gonna be able to start school. That's a big step up. She's gonna be a big girl now. We just give me Starburst jelly beans and I'll be happy. Loki, those do smack. Those are pretty good. I don't know why though. Some people are like it only comes out during Easter, but you can get those jelly beans year round. You just gotta find them. But they are pretty good. I will admit they're pretty good. Do you guys like Peeps? I never actually liked Peeps. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just like the marshmallow part. I mean, they're a marshmallow, but they don't really taste like anything to me. And then people are adding like random flavors to them. I've seen like Coca-Cola Peeps. I don't know. They don't really taste like anything to me. They don't really taste good. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what was the kind of favorite candy we like. I think most of the time my mom would get us some type of knockoff jelly beans to put in our little eggs, or random sorts of like chocolate. Nothing like specific to a certain brand or anything. Jada! Hello! Welcome on in. Happy Sunday! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I hope you've been doing well. I'm doing just peachy. Getting back into the swing of things. But how are you? How are you? I've usually been kind of gone on Saturdays, so I don't get an alert a lot for streams. But have you been streaming lately, or have you been off stream? You said, and chocolate, I love boiled eggs, but seriously, I hope no one actually boiled eggs this year for Easter egg hunts, because you must be rich to be boiling eggs and letting people go find them. And it's always, I don't know, that part always kind of grosses me out a little bit, because you got boiled eggs that could potentially be sitting out in the sun, in dirt, and in grass, and then you want me to eat it? I don't know about that. And how long has it been sitting out in the sun for? And then you also have to worry about if like the dogs or anything get to the eggs before you do. The other thing my family used to do a lot too was put money in the eggs. Like, usually just like, you know, coins. But every now and then you would find an actual like $1 or $2 in one. I think one of my aunties though, she would cheat and be like telling her kids to go grab certain ones because she knows there was money in them. But those were the good old days. That, and not only would we get eggs, we would get, my mom was kind of, she'd go out a little bit and give me a little extra thing outside of just like the egg hunt part. She gave me an actual Easter basket with random little toys and books and a little plush. It was cute. So we used to do the golden eggs with $20 bills. Oh, y'all was fancy. And have to hide them somewhere hard to find. $20, man. I had never seen $20 in the egg before. Like I said, we probably got like a highest was $2, and the rest of it was like coins. But $20, y'all was rich. Only on Saturdays, Jada? Were you off stream yesterday? Or did I miss it? I honestly might have missed it. We were out running around all day yesterday. Oh, it was at church. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like that. Just a family backyard pic, man. There's no way would they be putting no $20 in the eggs. Then you have adults fighting. I'm trying to think. Did we ever do Easter egg hunts at church? I don't know. It was kind of, church was kind of a blur for me most of the time, but I don't remember actually doing any Easter egg hunts at church. What did we do? I don't really remember. All I remember is just sitting and being bored. I'm sorry to say that, but I ended up being bored, but not actually doing like any Easter egg hunts in church. It's kind of that memory is a little fuzzy. All I remember is actually doing the Easter egg hunts at home in the backyard. That's about it. And then doing getting, you know, all hyped up on sugar, and then having like a nice Easter dinner or something. We sometimes did real, but I never liked real eggs, so we did plastic sometimes with candy inside. Yeah, I think the only time we did like real eggs was just to dye them, but I don't know what's the real point of hiding real eggs, because it's stinky and gross at that point. And then they get all gross and dirty outside. But you only have one memory of one hunt, and it was mostly like school pressuring you. What? Your school made you do an Easter egg hunt? What? I honestly don't remember ever doing that at school. I remember we were pressured to bring stuff for Valentine's Day, and we had that part was always kind of a little weird to me. Like, well, I guess if you look at it more platonic, like friendship kind of thing, but having to make a giant like little, I remember our art teacher made us make this like giant little heart that we had to put on our back seat so that people can go around and put our little Valentines in it. But I'm like, what if I don't like you? What if you're actually really mean to me and you're forcing me to have to give you candy and a Valentine's card? But you're mean to me. Why would I have to give you that? That's not fair. You did like bring candy for friends in New York when I was super young. Every holiday, man. I'm like, what if you can't afford it though? That's a thing. People can't afford to bring candy. Can get really expensive, and that part kind of like, if you can't afford to bring it, so you don't get to participate either. So I don't remember hiding real eggs, but the plastic ones and boiled eggs were colored, and we ate them. Yeah, that's the part. I remember only really boiling eggs just to dye them, just for the fun of it, and then they sat in the fridge. And that's all I remember. I don't know if our family members hid them or not, or if they end up turning them into double eggs. They probably turned them into double eggs. It's more likely, especially because in my hometown, it gets really hot down there because it's dry. So putting eggs out there, cooked boiled eggs, oh no, that'd be nasty. Yeah, teacher was a female dog. She wouldn't let us get tissue unless we called it Kleenex. Wow, why? That's dumb. Kleenex. Can I have a Kleenex? Not a tissue, which is a much easier word to pronounce, but a Kleenex. What if you pronounced it funny? What if you said Kleenex or something? Would she still not give you it? You said the word. Said I would make one of my bills because my mom made me, and wait, what? I would make one of my bills because my mom made me, and it literally rip it up in the bus. Jada. I hope she's having the day she deserves. She probably is old and bitter and living all alone. Is my guess. So I do for gifts. We send it out to the family, but if they don't bring anything, we will buy extra cards and candy for those kids. Well, that's nice of you. Okay. You made one for your bullies. I was like, Bills? Who's Bills? For your bullies, and they were... So yeah, so what's the point? You make one for the bullies, and then they rip them up. To prove a point. Like, make that make sense. I get it. You don't want anybody to be left out during these holidays, but forcing kids to give them treats is like, you're kind of like rewarding them in a sense, like for their bad behavior. I don't know. It just was always kind of weird to me, and I didn't like that I had to give stuff to mean kids. You would rip them. Honestly, I don't think I would read the cards, but I don't remember actually ever keeping them because you get the candy. That's all you really want, right? So why can't we just bypass the whole card part and just get candy? That's it. Go around, drop the little candies in everybody's things. That, and the other thing we actually had to bring like some type of treat outside of bringing our little Valentine's grams, whatever you want to call it. Like, huh? Who do you think you are? Why? Like, we're not rich. You want us to bring something else besides candy grams? Like, somebody had to bring cupcakes. Somebody had to bring this. We don't have to celebrate everything. Like, I can get it if it was more selective, like if you had the option to, but they were like, nah, you need to bring this. Well, what if I can't, my mama can't afford to bring pizza for 30 mouths. She can only afford to feed me and herself. What about that? What you gonna do? Say I can't come? You gonna kick me out the room? That's not fair. But so Bree had her little Easter get together, a small one. Jada, what are you doing today? Old School and Solid said they had a little Solid said he's gonna get some barbecue, and Old School was thinking about having a barbecue. So that's TBD, depending on the weather. I myself am gonna have to figure out something because I want sometimes I want a home cooked meal but don't want to do all the work to cook it. Like boy with some greens, some cornbread, some rice and beans sound really good right now, but I don't want to cook it. I'm just lazy. So I couldn't this year because we had Jehovah's Witnesses in the class, so no Christmas, Halloween, and Easter, so we could do Valentine's Day, and our parents went all out on the gifts. Well, that's respect, that you guys are like respecting people's alternative religions and stuff. That's cool. I always wonder how that works for. Cause I don't think we had anybody like that was like a Jehovah's Witness, or I don't know what everybody's real, I guess, denomination was in our class, but it was kind of like, no, you do this way. We're gonna force it on you. So I don't know if there was anybody like, there could have been people like that in our class. I just never knew. They were just forced to participate whether they liked it or not. Okay. Let me press this story and keep going.
She was incredibly lonely.
Oh.
And for Bree and Jada, for this story, this is called Another Code. Is actually a remaster of the game that was released on the DS and on the Wii. So right now we're playing the DS one. I think the Wii one is also on this remaster. And basically the story, long story short, this is Ashley. She, at the age of 3, supposedly lost her mom. Her mom is supposedly, I'm gonna air quote say she's dead. And then we thought our dad was dead, but he's been gone for the last 11 years. And the day before our 14th birthday, he was like, hey, I want to meet you. I'm sorry I've been gone. Here, come to this island and I will explain everything. So me and our auntie Jessica take a little boat and go to this random island to meet my father. And he's not here or he's here and hiding. But somehow now our auntie has been snatched up and disappeared, and we are trying to find her. We met this random ghost named D that can't remember anything, and he's useless. He can't, like, as a ghost, how come you can't go through doors and open doors for me? He's like, the door's locked, you gotta open it. I'm like, what do you mean? You're transparent, you can technically go through the door if you wanted to. But he's like, no, I can't, you got to do it. And so while we're simultaneously trying to remember, like, figure out things in our own life, we're like unlocking things that happened in his past life. Somehow these two things intertwine at some point, because our dad is like some type of like biomedical genetic scientist, and so is our mom. So something's going on here on this island that has to do with both of our stories, and we're trying to unravel and unlock what happened. You said it's just chatting. That's not what it's supposed to say. I don't know what to put this game under, because it's not really I don't think it has its own little thing. I guess we put it under game and demos. There we go. I think that's where it could go. I don't think there's an actual like channel specifically for this game. It's not that popular a game. Okie dokie, let's see. We are looking for another doll. The handles are so cute. Nothing inside the drawers. Can she click on the drawers though? We're not gonna open any of these at all. Oh, she says it's empty.
Huh.
Little green desk. Did Franny do her studying here? She's got a desk, a bed, a sofa. You said Twitch didn't send your message. What? Call it Casper travel from memory lane. Wait, Sally, you tried to send that message? And evidently, if there happens to be any ads for some reason, I don't have any control of what happens, but your browser might glitch. That's what happened last time, so just a heads up. For some reason, I need to figure out for it to alert me when potential ads may or may not happen, or just need to change it in general. The closet's empty. Franny's clothes aren't even in here. So one thing they have not mentioned at all is anything about anybody's moms outside of our mom. So the moms on this island seem to like non-exist. So either the moms have escaped and left the brother and uncle to die on this island with their kid, or where's her missing doll though? Oop. So we're looking for one more doll, because whatever happens, I'm sure it's gonna unlock something we need for whatever's in this drawer we need, and we need to find said missing doll. And there's also a crane here, but I can't get my little camera close enough to it to look at it. Like, what? It won't let me move to the right. I didn't want to actually take a picture. That was a waste of film. So how am I supposed to get to that? Clearly the doll's not in here. So we need to look somewhere else. Perhaps in another room. Is there anything else? No. Is he gonna tell me I can't leave this room? And we have found one more key, so maybe we can just go in this room. We can try this leaf key. Just kidding, no we can't. Well, he wanted us to go into Franny's room for some reason. Oop, here we go. Let's use this key here. What do you mean it can't be used here? Don't lie to me, game.
No good, huh?
Sorry.
It has a 3-leaf clover on it. Is that not what I just... Okay.
Alright.
That's kind of dumb. So that's kind of things I don't like about this. You have to like prompt it first before you can actually unlock the door. Or like prompt the game first before you can actually do the action. Like I know this key needs to be used here, but it was like... wouldn't let me do it until I actually read it first. This must be... one of the dad's rooms. So either Uncle Henry or Thomas's room.
Does this spark any memories?
This is... Yes, Ashley. I remember something. This room belonged to Franny's parents.
We got an old TV, so her doll might be in here somewhere. Did they just pack everything up when they left the island? A dresser. I wouldn't call this a dresser, more like a... Ooh, oh, there's a doll. What did I say? There's gonna be a doll in here. Give me that.
Oh. Yeah.
Must be, yeah, it's Franny made it. It's one of, this one must be of her mom. Doll of a woman. Read the letter. Dear Henry, this is farewell. Having lost not only your beloved grandfather, but others so dear to you in such a short time, I'm sure you are consumed with grief deeper than I can understand. I believed that Franny and I could heal your heart, but you have changed since sealing yourself off in the Silver Bird room. I saw how you threw the sprout key into the fountain. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to look into a fountain, sounds like. You spend every day confined in your room, but lost in a bottle of alcohol and terrified of an unseen force. You seem to have lost your will to live. Even Franny is frightened by how long it's been since you've picked up a pencil or a paintbrush. And yet, you still refuse to leave the room. I can no longer see your heart. Henry, I'm taking Franny and I'm leaving the island. I will never forget how deeply I loved you. And her name is Marie.
Who's Marie?
Franny's mama.
Oh,
Why do you look so sad?
well, this is a goodbye letter. I don't know what happened between her mom and dad, but I'm sure Franny wanted them all to stay together. That's why I'm sad.
Ashley.
So we're right. The uncle, Dee's uncle Henry, and his dad Thomas went to war, and when they came back, they both came back a little, as expected, a little weird. Oh, you missed the explanation of the game? No problem, Jada. But it's basically, long story short, this girl is on this random island because she, at the age of 3, she lost both her parents. So supposedly her mom was killed. We don't actually know if that's true anymore. And then we thought her dad was also killed. But our dad sent us a letter for our 14th birthday saying to come to this island because he wants to meet her after not speaking to her for 11 years. So his sister, my aunt, or our aunt, has been raising us since then. We get to the island. The aunt goes looking for the dad. She disappears. And so we've been looking around this island by ourselves. There's somebody else is here. We just don't know who. We suspect it's our dad, but we don't really actually know if it's our dad. We come across Dee, this ghost, who also has memories of being on this island, but has lost them. He doesn't even remember how he died. And while we're trying to uncover truths about our own past, we're trying to help him figure out his memories too. So his dad, Thomas, died on this island along with his brother. But what it seems like now, what I'm kind of unraveling, is I think my suspicion is that Uncle Henry might have actually killed Brother Thomas, because there was this kind of like big fight that was going on between the two brothers, and then we don't really know what happens, but Dee supposedly saw that his dad got shot. So I'm thinking that maybe his dad like got shot by his own brother because he was being kind of losing his mind from the aftermath of being at war. And it sounds like he's like, his wife left him and his child. The wife and the mom, the child left. So that continued to like put him in a state of depression, and I guess him losing himself. Other kind of side note, our dad, Ashley's dad, is a like biogenetics scientist. We don't really know why he came to this island specifically, so we're still trying to figure out that part, but it may or may not have to do with why her mom may or may not be dead. And also, like, I don't know, there's something going on between the history of this family and why he specifically is here. It's not quite clear yet. Other than that, the only other things we do know is that like the great grandfather of this island that lived on this island had like a mining company that mined gold, and so he was very like cautious of outsiders and didn't want like people coming to his island to like steal from him. But I don't know if I did a really good job explaining that, but that's kind of like the gist of the story. There's just a lot of mysteries that we don't quite know yet, or not quite not know the answers to yet, and we're trying to figure out what's going on. Why our daddy admitted us for 11 years and never once contacted us. Didn't tell us why he had to be gone for so long. And our aunt knew this whole time that he's been alive this whole time, so she's been letting us think our dad's been dead this whole time. And she's like, I'm sorry, I had to keep a secret. But she won't tell us why. It's kind of, actually, it's really messed up. Am I getting a Switch 2? You know, it would be nice to get a Switch 2, but I am not in any way, form, in a hurry to get one, because that $400 and some dollars before tax, that's a steep bill. Are you gonna get one, Jada? And I don't know. It's kind of like that back and forth. Like, if you don't get one now, it might even go up higher later. It's just that's a big expense, and I don't necessarily want to get one right now because we are gonna be going some places here in a couple months, and that's just a big chunk of money that I personally don't want to spend that much on. That's the price of a GPU, for real. No, seriously. This is the most expensive Nintendo's ever been, and I think they're finally getting on the bandwagon of, we don't care what price it is, we're gonna charge it, and Nintendo fans are gonna buy it. They're gonna groan and moan about it, but they're gonna buy it. And they're just setting that tone, unfortunately. The economy is in shambles. Oh, solid. That's very true. But at the end of the day, somebody's gonna buy that. Let's not sugarcoat it. Somebody is gonna buy one. People are already talking about they're gonna buy one, so they're gonna go broke trying to buy one. And could I buy one? Sure, but do I want to spend the money to buy one right now? Nah, not really. Especially since, yeah, like I said, I got some things coming up in the next couple months, and I would like to use that money towards that versus spending it on a console that, you know, with all the bells and whistles. I'm gonna wait it out a little bit. It's probably gonna get more expensive down the road, but I don't see any urgency to buy one right now. See, I upgraded my PC fully this January because all the price predictions. Ooh, that probably got really expensive. So I know some friends overseas that have already pre-ordered, like, not in North or South America. Yeah, we're kind of screwed over here. I mean, well, Jada, you understand Japanese. You could probably get like the actual, like, I've heard, I don't know if all of them in Japan are region locked, but I heard a majority of them are region locked, so they're trying to prevent people from buying them from there. But you understand the language mostly, so you probably would be just fine. Be able to get you one and be like, hey, I'll get one for the cheap, and it'd be good to go. You got a bundle for $400 for dating. Say if we go back to Japan and have it. Yeah, that seems like the real way to get one is for cheap. I also heard some people were trying to get one like pre-order through like the UK Amazon or like elsewhere, but then they were getting their pre-orders canceled because people were realizing their addresses weren't in the UK, they're in the United States. I think Canada's also screwed too. Because they're unfortunately, you know, associated with just the good old US of A. They're also screwed. Micro Center for the win. Well, that's nice you got all that upgraded for. I know some of those words. But I don't know what everything means. I know it's something computer related, but to get all, I'm pretty sure that whatever you're just like talking about is pretty expensive, and it's good that you got it for the cheap. $400 is not to sneeze at though, but still, I'm sure it probably cost more in the thousands. So was someone in the middle of a book? I wonder how long it's been sitting here. It's like the time has just stopped in place for decades.
Huh.
The picture thing. Picture this way, you don't have to need a refill as often. Your happiness is only worth $400. No, it's more. Your happiness is worth more than that. This is just, what do you want to call it? Immediate gratification, right? There's slow gratification and there's immediate. That's one example of immediate. There are a lot of books in here, but so did you have someone else do all that stuff for your computer, or did you like do it yourself? Because that's the other thing. I'm like, I want to like do some other things to some of my consoles, but I'm like scared I'm gonna break something. To be honest, there are a lot of books in here, but they seem complicated. You built it yourself. Look at you. Then that's worth more than $400. You got all the stuff and you did it yourself. I said that the labor alone and probably would cost almost $400 to do that. So the bottles and glasses are all covered in dust. There is something we need in here. Bottles and glasses are... I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at this book. She keeps focusing on that. So we might have only just needed the doll out of here. And... Oop, there's another letter.
Hey.
The letter's all crumpled up. It must have made someone angry.
Yeah?
I wouldn't want to be that letter. Let's see what it says. You've gone and upset a lot of people with this. The workers here just don't get it. And neither do I. We put our blood, sweat, and tears into working Lawrence mine round. The clock and what are we getting in? Ugh. Hold on. We put our blood, sweat, and tears into working Lawrence mine round the clock. And what are we getting in return? Fired? A lot of us kicked off the island. The old president would have at least tried to work something out with us, like always, but now the new guy gets to stroll in and shut us down with a single sheet of paper. We would like to sit down with a new president. We've at least owed another explanation. Robert Martin, worker representative. It's a letter from the people who are working the mine. Who's the new president?
No.
I have no idea. So, our great-grandfather...
This is
a TV. This TV is ancient. I've never seen one like this before. I mean, our great-grandfather was paranoid, so was he the one that might have shut everything down? A CRT television with the small screen that dials to change the channel. Can we not do anything with this TV? I ain't never seen a TV like this before. I've seen a TV in a with a big old back like this, but not like this teeny with the little knobs on it. So somebody got some explaining to do. Alright, let's get out of here. Go back into Franny's room. Put the last doll in its place. And let's see what we get. Let's put this there. Alright, alright. And there we go. What? Nothing happened. I don't think the dolls are quite getting along yet. What the heck does that even mean for the dolls to get along? Oh, okay, they need to be rearranged. That's probably what needs to happen. So she probably needs to go in the middle. Cause the dad's missing his arm, so he has to hold he has to hold her hand somehow. Boop. Put the doll here. And then we'll put the dad here. There we go.
Yeah.
This was what she meant by the dolls getting along. I wonder what's in here.
And in here we have
Another key.
I wonder which room this key's for.
The only other room we haven't unlocked yet. It's a ribbon Franny loved. Do we need this ribbon? Nope. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna skedaddle out of here. There was one more room next door, which might be... Oop. Here we go. This is the... Where's my key? There it is. Sprout key.
Yes!
Now why would she have the key to this room? Isn't the butler supposed to have all the keys? That was his job, was to keep all the keys safe.
Not here either. Where could you be, Jessica?
Why would Auntie Jessica be in a room that's locked? Lampshades all faded, base is 32. Wonder what the color it originally was. There's something on the desk though I want you to look at. Quill pen. Oh, neat, a quill pen. I always want to try one.
Darn it.
No good, it's all dried out and hardened. Can't write a thing. There's some more books. Wow, these shelves are full of books. I wonder how long it would take to read them all. This is a nice table and it's not broken or anything, even after all this time. Someone left a book open here. Were they looking up something? Is there anything... clues for us in here? There has to be a reason why we need to come in here, not just a random room. Oop, here we go. What is this? This marble table looks expensive. It looks kind of cold. It's kind of cold when you touch it. Wasn't looking at the table. I'm looking at what is on the table. It's a newspaper. All right. But it's probably not great for watching TV from here. There's gotta be something in here. Some wine. TV. Where's the power button? Is there a remote for this thing? Probably not. I believe the remote is the dials. Guess it's been gathering dust for a long time. Nothing in this closet. There's a bunch of different kinds of alcohol from all over the world. So is this Henry's, not Henry's, Thomas's room? Candle holes by the bed, is this what they use for light? I'd be too scared to have open flames by my bed. It's pretty dusty up close, maybe makes sense I suppose. Why, there's nothing in here? Oh, there's a crane! Get the camera out. Oop. Ugh. There we go. I'm still not sure how I'm gonna scan that other one since it won't let me get close enough. I'm missing clearly a whole bunch of hummingbirds. From the door knockers to tableware to paintings to sculptures in the fountain, the hummingbird motif permeates every corner of this mansion. The fact that there are so many hummingbird decorations indicates that Lawrence had a strong fixation on them. Hummingbirds can be a symbol of healing and love, and are apparently a popular motif in the Native American cultures as well. I believe it's possible Lawrence included hummingbirds all throughout the mansion as an attempt to alleviate his loneliness. It reminds me of something Sayoko once told me. In Japan, the crane has long been associated with good fortune. Designs featuring this particular bird are very popular. Origami cranes are most popular as a means of making a wish. As such, those who wish for peace or a speedy recovery or from illness will often make them in droves? So perhaps Lawrence's hummingbird decorations were made with the wish for peace in his own life. Sayoko taught me how to make origami canes a long time ago. Maybe I should make a few and leave them around the mansion with a wish that departed may rest in peace. So clearly that's our dad writing again. Was that the only thing we were supposed to find in here? Because that was not helpful at all. There's nothing... Ooh, what did that say? Oh, this lamp.
It's a hummingbird.
It's crooked.
I keep accidentally cutting them off. Here we go, cutscene. Piano music.
This is sheet music. Why was it hidden behind a painting? The painting is of this bird. Ah!
Did you know there's a puzzle hidden in this sheet music? If you solve the puzzle and play the music, you'll get to see the piano's secret.
I just remembered something. This is the sheet music Franny played on the piano.
Oh, really? I wonder if I'd be able to play it.
You can play?
Conveniently, she can play the piano.
Yeah, I practice on a school piano once in a while.
Will you try playing this song?
I'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll help jog some more memories.
Franny told me there's a puzzle hidden in this sheet music.
I wonder what it could be.
This whole house is a puzzle. The grandpa was so paranoid he had to put Resident Evil type puzzles in the house. Okay, that's what we were supposed to find in here. Let's get out and go back downstairs. And which direction can I go? This way? Because this door down here should take us straight to the piano room. I knew we were gonna have to play with this piano at some point, because I'm like, it wouldn't have us keep looking at it without having to do something. Alright, we're at the piano, keyboard. Can I put the sheet music up here?
Huh?
The music staff looks a little weird here. It's blank. There aren't any notes or rests indicated. So we're only playing on the treble, not the cleft part? Is that what she means?
Oh,
Oh yeah, this is the only place without any. So we're just playing with our right hand to begin with. I wonder why the bird from the golden bird room is drawn here. Okay, we got the sheet music going on. Ugh, I'm so nervous. Just do your best, you'll be fine. Okay, here goes nothing. Ooh, do we actually get to play? Ooh, it's been a while since I've had to read music. So, F-A-C-E is the spaces. So we do F. What is the abbreviation for that? So, every good boy deserves cake? I think it's what it is. F-A-C-E-C-D. So there's A-D-C-A? Oh, I thought I was actually gonna have to hit the keys. I'm over here trying to remember how to read notes. No, I just have to press buttons. Okay. What if what you played sounded kind of lonely compared to when Franny played it? Lonely? So maybe it was missing an accompaniment? I bet the second staff needs some notes too. So... what does that mean? Golden Bird Room. So we need to go into the Golden Bird Room is what I'm assuming. Because we might find... What was the Golden Bird Room though? Clearly this is missing some notes that we need to find. Butler's room, drawing room, foyer. Second floor. Ooh, okay. This is what a rich girl's room looks like? Girl. Golden Bird Room was the room next to us. It's where we found... But where are we gonna find more music notes? There's a whole underground. Where are we gonna find these extra notes at? Or is there something on the piano
Here we go.
No, okay, we need to find... where are we gonna go? Blank music staff, sheet music. Why isn't she looking at the rest of this outside of the fact that there's a bird on it? Music staff, not any notes. Something weird about this sheet music. anything else? I mean, that room is where we found the sheet music, so what else could we potentially get out of that? Let's go back into the... Turn the camera. There we go. Go. The butler's room is not going to help us with anything. Could there potentially be anything in the art studio that we missed? I don't remember seeing anything in here that we... Anything in these paintings? Nothing on the paintings. Ah, stop. I didn't want to click on that again. Let go. Where can we find the sheet music at? It would have to be in Franny's room, would it not? Since she's the one that likes to play the piano, but we already figured out what was in that room. That's not the way I wanted to go. It's another locked room that we can't get into. Okay, let me recheck this room one more time just in case I might have missed something. Oh! The notes are right there. Can I take a picture? But is she gonna notice that? Yeah, those are the treble clef notes on the hummingbird itself. So let's go back downstairs. And let's see. Can I combine these somehow? Ooh, can I combine this with anything? No, it's just gonna show me pictures. How do I get it to... Because the notes are right there. How do I get her to... I'm blocking the screen again so I can't see you. Disable, autoplay. I have your music notes, girl. What do you want me to...
Here we go.
I don't want to start playing. How can I... There we go. Album. I have the picture right here, but I can't see it. What does it say? And I forget how to do trebles backwards. It's all top lines. How do I get her to understand? Okay, there we go. That's what was going on. I accidentally put it on autoplay. I was like, why is this taking so long for me to type? How do we get her to...
Go.
No, go back. I didn't want to do that. How do I get her to read the notes? I'm pretty sure we looked at the picture. There's no way to zoom in on this. Zoom in, zoom out, nothing. Overlay. Ooh. What can I overlay? How do I overlay this? That's what she needs to do. Can I come? Let's see. Let's take a picture of the sheet music. But it's not gonna be a good photo. Get close to it and take a picture. Just need a picture of the top part. Here we go. Can't zoom in. So hopefully this will maybe work. Overlay. Right? This should be it.
Yeah.
It's a perfect fit. Now I just need to transcribe it. Did she transcribe it? I didn't.
Alright.
There we go. Done. Now let's play it. So now we're gonna have to press
go.
2 buttons at the same time. Oh. She said she can play the piano a little bit. That sounds like a little more than a little bit.
Huh?
Oh,
Ashley, did you hear that? Sounds like it triggered something. Let's look around.
we got us a box on the floor.
A box fell out of the piano. I wonder what it is.
This is... Franny found these on the beach.
That's it. Some shells.
Shells.
Oh, right. I remember these. Franny found them. These... She hid them here.
Sit back for a bit. Got the fire started. Hopefully the rain is done. I hope so too. So you can finally get your grilling on. But also, you didn't say what do you put on your grill? Ooh, I hope some nice little veggies or something to go with whatever you're eating is on the grill too. I always like me a good like kebab or nice grilled corn. I'm not really keen on grilled fruit. That never really sounded good to me, but I've heard people putting pizza on the grill too.
What's this card? Is this Franny's too?
No. I've never seen that.
A small card.
What's that noise?
Ooh, our switch is ringing.
It's the DAS. What's it doing? Did it read the card?
Recognize the another key. Oh. We get 1/3 of our brain back? Second floor.
I've never seen this screen. Is this a map of the mansion? One of the rooms is glowing.
What's this another key?
I have no idea. Another key.
Ooh, cutscene.
What the?
Hello? You're
Who
just
are you?
nonchalantly walking in? Is this our dad? Dad?
I've been waiting for you.
Is it you? Hello? Save? Why? So Dad put us on a little Easter egg hunt for some clues just to see if we can figure it out? Is that what he just did? Is that Dad or Daddy? I don't know. He might be Zaddy. Old School says you're just gonna have some meat. No, just joking. You got burgers, chicken for everyone else, and then a piece of salmon, and veggies because you started your diet. Well, I'm sure a little salmon action is gonna be pretty tasty for you too. So we're gonna save here. Save this lot, yes. He said, I've been waiting for you. Where you been at? Save complete. Yes? No? I do like that there is multiple save spots because on the DS version of this, there's only 2 save spots. So you have to choose wisely where you want to save back. Oh, okay. Nope. Gotta stop here. Chapter 3. Okay, let's put y'all in here. Put you in here. Get a little. Oop, that's not what I was listening to. Where'd my music go? Music, come back. I need music. There we go. All right. So that's where we're gonna stop right here. We're gonna stop and digest what just happened. That was a lot more, I guess, exploring and not too much puzzle in this part of the chapter. There's definitely more exploring and trying to like unravel some more of the story, I guess. You see Shantae? No, you do not, Old School. You don't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know her. We don't know Shantae. But yeah, so that's where we're probably gonna stop there. I am going to play this. What I'm trying to do is compare this to the actual like DS, and since I can't stream my actual DS with you guys, I'm gonna play it on the sidelines, just to see how much compares to what they've done to this game in terms of keeping the storyline the same, or what mechanics of the game they've changed. So I'm gonna play chapter 2 on my DS and see what unravels on that part of the game too. And let's see, what other shenanigans can we get into? Solid's not on right now, or else I would go ahead and raid him, but we could raid Miss K, which is one streamer that I've been seeing pop up a lot in Solid streams, and a lot of y'all seem to know her too. She seems pretty cool. No rage. No rage. It's chill today. Chill Sunday. But let me go ahead and get this stream raid going, because I need to also take a break and get some food. And then we'll also be... Todd, you guys are gonna say you're gonna hop on and play some Outlast, so I'll make sure to pop up in for that. Oh my gosh, where is her channel? Oh, here we go. But let's go raid Miss K and give her a hello. I do, I'm kind of like all over the place. Did I get this? Did it start? Ready? Maybe. I think it's going. Okay. But anyways, thank you guys for all coming out and hanging out with me per usual. I appreciate every one of you. If you guys want to use my little raid message, you don't have to be a subscriber or anything to use it. Just copy and paste it in the chat. Let's go show Miss K some love. She's playing some Assassin's Creed, which I think some folks in the chat love that game too. So we can go and say hello and do all the nice things. Wish her a happy Sunday as well. But otherwise, guys, I hope if I don't see you in someone else's stream, if I don't see you in my next stream, I hope you have a good rest of your day, good rest of your week, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.